We spend about 190 grand right now per month in marketing.
Where do you see most young entrepreneurs, young CEOs, young owners, where do they fail the most?
They fail by underestimating how broke it's gonna be and how it took me 5 years, I'd say, maybe.
How do you simplify these complex terms and sell the way that you sell in that particular industry?
That's honestly one of the keys to my success in insurance.
Yeah.
And for me in sales in general, one of the keys is to dumb it down. I was the bottleneck.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Tell me about that, or why you?
Because when you give people more responsibility that already work for you, if you give them more responsibility, they'll surprise the heck out of you. Like, there are people that can do a better job at what you're trying to do than you, so give them a shot at it. When I gave that job away to somebody else, it hurt for the first 3 months because I lost production of a good salesperson because I turned him into a manager.
Yep.
I lost that production.
In this episode, we talk about entrepreneurship. I sat down with Kory, an Allstate agency owner who manages over $55 million in revenue every single year. He is a two-time MVP in the Allstate insurance industry. This episode you do not want to miss. You are going to get some brilliant tips on entrepreneurship, leadership, and how to run a multi-million-dollar business. Tune in. Kory, Allstate agency owner, Say It Better podcast. Let's go. What's going on, guys? Lasada Pippen here, aka LP, Say It Better seasonal series where I sit down with interesting, phenomenal people, some friends, some colleagues, business leaders, business owners, experts in their field. Today, I don't think he needs an introduction, but I'm going to do it anyway because the brother that I have here today he's a fire one. You all are going to really want to tune in on what this brother has to share with us today. Kory is an insurance agency owner with multiple locations across the Southeast. He was a #1 MVP, Best in Company award winner for Allstate in 2024, now managing over 55 million. Let me pause on that for a second. Managing over 55 million in annual recurring premiums at his agency. Kory, welcome to the show. Thank you, brother, for sitting down.
What up?
Yeah, absolutely, bro. How did I do with that? Was that good?
That was great.
Okay.
I'm pumped now. Yeah.
Awesome, man. Well, thank you for being here, brother. Let me start with this. I just simply want to start with, where did the ambition come from? You are such an ambitious person. Like, you are not going to stop. Ever since I met you, which has been, probably 5, almost 6 years ago?
Yeah.
You don't stop. You're ambitious. Where did it come from?
Early on, man, my parents were immigrants, right? And they brought me here for a better opportunity. And I heard my entire childhood, especially from my dad, about the opportunity this country has.
Yeah. Yep.
And it was all about entrepreneurial opportunities. Mm-hmm. It just resonated with me. And then I got a taste of nice stuff, in high school. I started getting into nice cars. Yep. And luxury a little bit. And I just knew that's what I wanted. Yeah.
So that taste, once you tasted that, you was like, there's no other way but to keep experiencing what I tasted.
It's like that law of exposure is what it's called. Yep. Once you're exposed to it and you know what's possible. You shouldn't settle for less.
That's true. Yep. Now, did you ever work for an actual company, or have you always been an owner in some sort?
I've definitely worked in corporate America. Fresh out of college.
Okay.
I had some good jobs, long-lasting jobs. Working my way up. In fact, my goal going into college was to be a dentist.
Oh, really?
My mom had worked for a dentist for years.
I've never heard. I ain't never know this.
I got a scholarship to go to Valdosta State.
Wow. For dentistry?
Well, the Hope Scholarship, right?
Yeah,
that's why I went
still,
for dentistry.
Uh-huh.
And then I shadowed a doc in my junior year.
Yeah.
And I was just like, I don't know if I can be hunched over.
Yeah.
So I quickly changed majors to the administration side of business or healthcare. Mm-hmm. Administration side of healthcare.
Yep.
Because you got CEOs of hospitals, CEOs of health IT companies, stuff like that. I was like, I mean, I could be an administrator in the healthcare space. So that was what my degree was in, and that's the space I worked in for a couple years.
Okay.
I sold software to hospitals and doctors.
Okay.
Worked my way up. Had some sales teams built underneath me. Was making good money. And then my wife became an insurance agent, fresh out of college. And I was trying to avoid insurance for the longest time. I'm like, this is not sexy. Like,
really?
There's no way I'm doing insurance.
True.
But then I saw her comp plan, and I was like, man, I can take what I'm doing in sales and marketing here and do it for ourselves. And jumped straight into insurance, and have blown it up ever since.
Wow. How long have you been an insurance agency owner?
Since 2017.
Okay, so we had 9 years. Okay, got it.
And then Lindsay's been an agency owner for like 14 years-ish.
Oh, wow, yeah. Wow, I didn't know she had so many more years.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. That's dope.
She only knows insurance. That's all she ever did.
Did she work for a company first and then became an owner, or?
Her aunt and uncle were Allstate agency owners.
Oh, okay, got it.
In Valdosta. They were like OG agency owners.
Really? Back
when Allstate was inside of Sears stores, inside of malls.
Oh, wow, that's way back.
Yeah, paper, everything. You weren't typing people's names.
Yeah.
And so she was exposed to it from an early age, and she went straight into it.
I see. Okay, got it. Yep. Now, insurance, you mentioned, he was like, it's not a sexy field. You are totally right about that. There's nothing sexy about it. But it's also or at least to the consumer, right? It's complex language.
Agreed.
How do you sell something so complex, or how do you simplify these complex terms and sell the way that you sell in that particular industry?
That's honestly one of the keys to my success in insurance.
Yeah.
And for me in sales in general, one of the keys is to dumb it down. Insurance especially, you're talking about dwelling limits and uninsured motorists, and like your buyer will fall asleep on the other line.
Yeah.
And you'll never get the sale. And they could talk to 1-800 whatever and just fall asleep. But I don't know what else to say besides like it has to be dumb easy.
Yeah.
Like, if your car is totaled, do you want us to cut you a check or just pay for the other person's stuff?
Okay, that's simple. See, I got that already. Yeah. Okay, yep.
All right, and then like for your house, if God forbid this place burns down, is $700,000 enough?
Oh, I see. To like rebuild and all that kind of stuff. Okay.
And that's it really. Like the easy dumb stuff like that, and then you just ask for the close after that.
Yeah.
All right, sounds like it's a good plan. Let's do it.
Yeah. So you say you believe that applies to anything in sales, but specifically insurance, because it is complex, but that applies in any sales.
To any sales. That's how it was when I was selling software to doctors, to physicians. I still dumbed it down.
Yeah.
How did you learn that skill of dumbing it down? How did you come up with like
somewhere along somewhere along my self-education route, I learned to dumb it down.
Yeah. I think I shared this.
If I bet you I'm right, but there's a book called The Little Red Book of Sales, I think is the exact title.
Yeah.
Or The Little Red Book of Selling. That I learned it in there.
Oh, really? Okay.
Very easy read. One of the best.
We always go to you for when we were learning how to sell.
Totally.
You're always our person.
Yes.
Yeah.
So like Kory, I bet you Kory know how to say these just because of how you are so masterful at simplifying things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now, what do you do when that fails? How do you handle failure of sales? Because sometimes it doesn't always work. Like that sounds easy, like the way you just explained it, and anybody can almost apply that, right? But what do you do when you're constantly getting no's, when you're constantly getting those breaks that's just not falling your way? What do you do with those?
You got to look at what is working for people in your space that are having success.
Yeah.
You scrap whatever you're doing, start from scratch. What is working for somebody else? Somebody that's doing it better than me, what are they doing that's different? And
that's good.
Like failure is imminent no matter what you're going to do.
Right.
So don't worry about failing. In fact, you want to fail, so you know that your next at bat will be better.
Oh, okay, I got you. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay.
So I don't let failure affect me. It's always a learning technique, and then who's doing it that's doing it better than you, and then just learn from them.
Yeah.
And implement what they have.
I heard somebody say this before, and you tell me if you agree with this or not. They said that copying is a strategy.
Yeah. 1,000% agree with that.
Straight up.
Straight up.
That's interesting. Copying is...
Because they didn't make it up either.
So they copy from
I can
somebody.
promise you they learned it from somewhere else.
True.
And then
True.
You copy what you can, and you're always going to put your own little spin on it. But people have laid the groundwork for you already. I mean...
Go use what they've given you.
Literally pick any field right now you can think of. Real estate, investing in stocks, like there's people in front of you that have been successful, so that's it, just learn from them.
And you think it's better to copy in your specific industry? Or are there some things that work just across the board?
Yeah, there's some things that'll work across the board, but definitely I would recommend in your specific industry first.
Okay, got it. That makes sense.
Okay. Like there's sales podcasts and sales people all over Instagram or wherever that have effective tools that would work in your space.
Right. Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay, I get it. Where do you see most young entrepreneurs, young CEOs, young owners? Where do they fail the most?
They fail by underestimating how broke they got to be and how long it's going to take, how much work it's going to take to break through and make that first mill or whatever their goal is.
What was your story? What was it like?
Or how many years before you get that first meal?
It took me 5 years, I'd say, maybe like somewhere between from when I opened my first agency to by the time I had $1 million in net worth, it was probably 3.5 years, somewhere around there. And like I was reinvesting every dime I had for the first 3 years. Like you'd get a nice check and you think I can go pay myself 10 G's. You can't. You got to put all of that back, because what just worked, you can make it work again and make it work again, and then delay your gratification.
So you just throw more at what was already working.
Yeah, like what's working, you get paid more because it just worked.
Yep.
You can choose to give yourself a little check.
Right.
And just keep it where it's at, or reinvest into the business. And so I've been like real, I wouldn't say just good, but like I've reinvested in my business like crazy. Like my P&L looks like I go broke every month.
Oh, really?
It sure does. Because I'm going.
So that's what it looks
to
like.
this day, I'm going broke every month. But then your next month's check is even bigger. Next. Put it all back, it's even bigger, and then you're building the enterprise value of your business. So like if I do want to kick back one day, I just poured everything back in there, and now I can start collecting.
What's your main investment when it comes to business and marketing? Is it in people? Is it, where do you think the bulk?
I think people in my particular business is the most critical part.
I mean, getting the right people.
Getting people that can work hard, and sell well. That you don't need to manage them 24/7, like they're self-starters. Those are the type of people I try to hire, because you'll hire one good person and they'll do the production of 3 people. And that's never failed. I mean, in any sales job I've ever had, there's the 80-20 rule applies for sure in your business and your sales. So people's always where I go first, and then second, like you have a good person, you got to feed them leads. You got to find a way. Like your job as the business owner in my business, as the business owner, as the visionary, is to keep them fed. Like they're in that seat making sales for you. So my job is the marketing, the top of the funnel. How am I going to get you opportunities?
Right, and then they close on the opportunities that you bring to them.
Yeah.
That makes sense. Yeah, that's so good. Yep. So investing in people is primary. How do you identify those people? Because I'm sure you've had people that you may have thought was good initially, but they just didn't work out. So you probably know some tricks on how do you identify those self-starters, those people that are hungry, that's going to want it, that's going to
Yeah, there's no like I don't know that I've been any better at it than other people.
Right.
But specifically, I try to hire like on the interview, on the call, they're like the douchey car salesman type people. Like
You want that?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
They just have energy, and usually when they come with that kind of energy, they're gonna hit the ground running. They're gonna make the calls. But I also like to see people that are like, I wouldn't say rock bottom, but like they got the energy, but something just happened in the previous job. That's why they're in the job market, right? Like,
Oh, okay.
like they kind of need your job, so they have that hunger because of that.
So that's good too. Yeah.
So I haven't had much
Yep.
success pulling somebody out of a cush job already, and like, here's an even better opportunity. They're usually like, something just happened at my job. Like I'm at rock bottom, but I used to be here, and so I like to hire those people.
Yeah, because they need to land on their feet again.
Yeah.
And then so they're gonna come in and try to do whatever they can
Yeah.
to, take the enterprise forward and so forth. Okay, that's real good. Yep. Early in ownership, right? And you having all these conversations with different clients and so forth. Did you notice any breakdowns with those clients, or was there anything that you can identify that was keeping the enterprise from moving forward?
Good question. Yes. I would say that I was the bottleneck.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Tell me about that, or why you?
Because when you give people more responsibility that already work for you, if you give them more responsibility, they'll surprise the heck out of you. Like, there are people that can do a better job at what you're trying to do than you. So give them a shot at it. So I was out here managing 7 or 10 salespeople all by myself, trying to ramp them up, trying to train them.
Yeah, spot.
And in reality, like when I gave that job away to somebody else, yeah, it hurt for the first 3 months because like I lost production of a good salesperson because I
Yep.
turned him into a manager.
Yep.
I lost that production. It cost me more money, right? But that's the whole reinvesting concept again. Like I had to take a pay cut for 3 months to get his job ramped up, but I hired him 2-3 people right out of the gate to replace his production.
Yep.
So, in fact, the Miami show I just came back from, like my whole spiel was on how much people will surprise you. So that's the answer to that.
Wow. Investing in people. I think what are you seeing as like just some of the fears? Because I think what you're saying, like it makes a ton of sense.
The fear is
right?
always broke. You're gonna be broke.
Oh, okay, yeah. I think that's where I was getting to. Like, so it's always a fear of going broke.
How did you live with that? You had children and a wife, and how did you continue?
I paid myself the bare minimum to keep food on the table, to have a car,
And the roof over the
hit
head.
mortgage.
That's it.
Yeah. So I still, and then as you guys know, I mean, I keep a side hustle, so that's the other part of it too. But even on the side hustle, I'm reinvesting back into the business. 90% of the profit or more is going back into the business.
Yeah. It's a side hustle. Is that the real estate?
Yeah.
What you're referring to?
Yeah,
Okay, yeah. Why you got into that? Why did you choose that as the side hustle?
It's something I've always been interested in. Is just like housing, real estate. Like honestly, $1 million listing and like The Apprentice. If you guys watch that, all that stuff had a lot of real estate in it, and I just saw the potential in it since early on. I mean, it was probably high school, middle school that I started becoming interested in some sort of real estate. So that's why I did it, man. I mean, it was just like, really the flipping part of things. Like I got into real estate the minute I got my first check. I started buying rental properties. So I own 12 doors, 12 different, I've got 12 different people renting from me.
Oh, wow.
Some of it's commercial, some of it's residential. And I've had properties for a decade or longer even.
Oh, wow.
But,
yeah. So the flipping is the new part.
Yeah, it's the newest part.
Oh, okay,
but you don't really make a ton of money holding real estate. You do in 25, 30 years. Because You take out a mortgage, somebody's paying your mortgage for you. You're maybe making $200-300 a month, profit after paying your fees.
Yeah.
Now the property's going to appreciate. Someone else is paying down your mortgage.
Yep.
So in 20 years, I built all this spread. And when you have 12 properties, like
that's pretty.
It's going to be $5 million by then in value.
Yeah.
So it's a good long-term play. But then I saw what we could do in flipping. I'm like, shoot, I can make 30-40 grand a pop. And it's going to take me 10 years to realize $30,000 in profit on that, on a hold. So we pivoted to flipping.
How many houses have you flipped?
We've done a total of like 50.
Wow, 50 flip houses.
Yeah. In 2025, I sold 22 properties and bought 25. We're currently sitting on 13 properties in various levels of fixer-upper, or they're on market. So we got 13 properties right now. I mean, once all those 13 sell, that's like a $400,000 in profit just sitting in these 13 houses right now.
Wow. What's the timeline? So when you buy your property, how long does it take you to flip it and sell it?
It takes, on average, a little bit over 90 days from the time I buy it, and then it gets repaired. So by the time someone moves in, the new buyer moves in, and we close, it's somewhere around 95 or 100 days.
Wow, that's not a bad turnaround.
Yeah.
Like, that's actually pretty fast.
You don't borrow, right?
I borrow.
Oh, you do?
Oh, yeah. Well, so when I first started, I had to use my own cash on the first like 3 deals.
Just to get it going.
Yeah, and then hard money lenders noticed and started cold calling me, cold texting me, and we found some good terms now. So
really,
so now we put like 20% down, and then we pay for the construction 100% of the cost. So I'm putting 20% down and still paying for the renovation. They're financing 80% of the house. So when it's all said and done, it's about 50-50 cash into the deal.
Wow.
But sweet. it let me take my couple $100,000 that was only doing 2-3 flips at a time, and now we can do like 10 to 15 at a time with the same cash. Yeah.
Is it because of the power of the investors?
Yeah, exactly. Right.
Yeah. You got, of course. I mean, yeah. So it's 2026, Kory. If you were starting over, let's say you don't have Allstate, you don't have the flipping houses. What business would you start in 2026? Or what would you advise somebody? Hey, I would go into this market, this industry.
I can say there's a couple ways you can't go wrong. If it was me personally, I think I'd stay in finance, somewhere around there. The ceiling is so high in finance, which is why I give you that answer. Like, even if you're halfway up the ladder, like you're making $500,000 at some places. So I think that's where I would personally start. But at the same time, like, I'm not mad at you going into a trade. Like tradespeople, plumbers, electricians, people working on elevators.
Yeah.
Like, that's still super necessary. I don't see technology, AI replacing that right now.
Yeah, I think we were talking about that the other day. Yeah.
So, and if you it's a small business, Main Street America business, right? You can start an electrician, plumbing type business, whatever it is, tree cutting business, have a few employees and turn it into something.
Yeah. That's really good. Yeah, you're right. The necessity feels what we were just talking about. So
I have a question. You mentioned earlier that insurance wasn't sexy, right?
Yeah.
So I'm assuming, please correct me if I'm wrong, like there wasn't a passion there for you. So like, would you, and if there is, correct me, but would you say like, if insurance isn't your passion, what is your passion? And did insurance take you to your passion?
I think my passion was sales and marketing. Right.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So I'm doing it for somebody else, anyways. I'm selling software to a doctor. Like, that's not even that sexy either. I don't own the thing.
Right.
So it was just a little mind shift change. Like, I'm still sticking to what I love to do, and that's put my name out there, do some marketing, close a deal, feel good about the check clearing. Like, that was my passion. And then insurance is just the vehicle like, because the ceiling in insurance, I basically looked at this, like the ceiling in corporate America is still pretty big. Like the CEO of Coca-Cola or the CEO of my company, Allstate or whatever, they're making $25 million, $16 million. That was kind of the goal. Is like, I'm going to work my way up and
to become one of them.
Yeah. But you can also make that kind of money just building up your own business.
So you basically just took a chance on yourself.
Yeah.
Let me risk me versus.
I know that if I got in, I saw the comp plan, right? I was like, I know that I can at least come in here and sell what I need to sell and make a good living.
Yeah.
And I'm already doing that over here. But now I can build it into an entrepreneurial thing where I got people working for me doing what I'm doing, so I can replicate myself. And one of the I would say the sexy things about insurance is you build enough customers and they're loyal to you, and they'll renew with you every year, and then you have some recurring revenue.
Is that the primary? How do you make money in insurance?
There's two ways: the renewal business,
Yeah, the renewals. Okay.
and then at new business, acquiring a new customer. All these insurance companies, they always want new customers.
Yeah.
And so they'll give you a spoof, a little bonus, if you will. They'll pay you more to acquire a new customer because they've done the math, and they'll turn a profit on a customer in like 3 years.
Okay, got it.
Kind of the average in the industry. So out of all the new customers they bring on, like 80% of them stick with you past 3 years.
Okay,
And
got it.
so
Okay.
They're like, all right, well, and then like 70% of them stay with you past 5 years or whatever the math is. So they know that, like, okay, I can afford to pay you 25% right now because once they renew, then we'll make a profit.
So the renewals is the bulk of the insurance business in terms of making money. That's what 70% of making the money.
Yeah, renewals are big.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I don't know that it's 70%. It's probably more like 50-50.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So renewals versus new business, new clients. Okay. Got it. You talked about sales and marketing. Ever since I've met you, you've always been heavy on marketing. What's the mindset behind that, being able to market so much or pour so much into marketing? Because you've told me some crazy numbers, at least they're crazy to me, in what you spent a month on just marketing.
The numbers have doubled since the last time I told you.
Oh, for real?
For real.
On what you're just sending out a month?
We spend about 190 grand right now per month in marketing. And that, if I cut the water off in my business, like, I could be paying myself that every single month now for the next 10 years. But I don't. I reinvest it back into the business instead. But why do I do it? Because there's even bigger, like, what's the word I'm looking for? I don't want to say the wrong thing, but like there's a bigger picture. There's like a bigger nut at the end.
Oh, okay.
You know, like a squirrel chases a nut.
Yeah.
Because it looks like 100,000 is a lot, but if that can make me a bill,
Yeah.
you know, why not?
Yeah, and then I frankly, like, only listen to dudes doing bigger and better than me already. So I see those other guys, like, they're spending 250, 300, doubling my production. I'm like, what do I have to be scared of? There's other dudes already doing it.
So with insurance, and you can tell us how this works. You're in Georgia. You're in Florida now as well, right?
Correct.
Okay, you're in Florida now. Are you limited to those states in terms of the marketing pool? How does that work?
Yes, that is simply because of the agreement I have with Allstate. I have exclusive rights to market their brand, use their brand in all my marketing stuff, and like, whereas I could become an independent agent and I can only say Kory Agency, right? And I can't say I have Allstate or I have Progressive or I can't use the likeness of their brands. So I can go independent and market wherever the heck I want.
Any state.
Right. As long as I get licensed in that state.
Right.
But Allstate's like, hey, I'll pay you more but you can only sell my stuff. And so the math ends up working out pretty dang good, is like, especially with Allstate. Like if the company continues to allow me to sell a lot and have favorable rates and like the ROI is there, then I'll keep selling their stuff, because their comp plan, as I said earlier, is pretty dang good. It's a pretty good one.
And so you're throwing this $190,000 a month in marketing. When are you typically seeing that money back? I kind of got two questions in one here. So when are you seeing that money back and you don't run out of people in Georgia and Florida?
Well, Florida, I just got started in Florida.
Okay, right. Oh, yeah. So that's newer. Yes.
There's 24 million people in Florida that are potential customers. I'm not going to run through that.
You're right.
Not in my lifetime.
Yeah.
You know, and then Georgia, Atlanta alone has like 8 million people. So, yeah. Everybody currently needs it. So
you're just going.
So yeah, and that's
month.
why I picked Florida, because it's even bigger than Georgia. But the 190, like you get that back if your business plan is correct. You pretty much break even at new business, is what I call it. So after what Allstate pays me in commission, that pays for the marketing every single month.
I see.
Because
okay.
Otherwise it's a losing battle. I mean, I still have to pay for the staff. I still have to pay for all the overhead.
And that's outside of the marketing.
Yeah. So the marketing has to pay for itself.
Right.
So we have a metric we look at, like, does it cost less than $250 per item? So an item is one car, one house, one umbrella.
Okay.
Does it cost less than $250 per item to acquire that new customer? And if it does, we just double down, because I'm being profitable. So there's marketing sources I've tried that are like $1,000 to acquire a new customer. It would take me 3 years to recoup that. I cut those out.
Okay.
I fire those vendors.
Right.
So instead, I keep trying systems where the math just works.
Yeah. How do you explain acquisition cost to a dummy?
Well, first you want to know is like, how fast do you need that money back?
Okay. All right. So let's say I got $100 and I'm gonna throw it at something.
Yeah. How fast do you need it back? Do you need it back in a month, or can you wait till next year?
Let's say 30 days. I need it back.
All right. So then, what can you do that'll get your money back in 30 days? Like, what is that marketing tactic where you can spend $100? So, and your acquisition cost is just, you got to spend that 100 to get your 100 back. That's 1-to-1.
Right.
Right.
Yeah.
And then, do you want $2 back, or $200 back?
Yeah. So talk about that. If I want more than just to break even, what does that look like in terms of
what is the long term? Because is breaking even in 1 month? Is breaking even in a year?
I see what you mean. Yeah.
What is breaking even?
If we just simplify it and keep it at this $100 in a month, that's breaking even. So only the month. But I need more than that though. I need 200 a month.
Yeah, doubling every single month is going to be hard to do. So like, I can't give you a business plan around doubling it like that, because we'd all be doing it.
I see. Okay. Yeah.
But like, if you can get your $100 back plus $10 in profit, so you're breaking even and you're making a little bit of profit.
That's a win. Yeah.
So you keep doubling down on that until you find something that makes you $20 in profit.
I see. Yeah.
So you take that 10 that you just made and try something new with it.
I see. That makes sense. Okay, that's fair.
That's exactly how I've done it. It's hard to get there, right? But we figured it out.
Yeah.
But that's what it is. Like, you get your money back plus a little bit of profit, and then I'm reinvesting that profit.
What's a reasonable profit margin for you?
What is a reasonable profit margin for me?
Yeah, that's good. Yeah.
If it's 2% not, if it's 5% not, I need 50 or higher. What is that?
Yeah, for you to take a risk on it.
Or is it
And
more in volumes for you?
I don't think I have a number, because it has changed so much over the years. Like, sometimes, like, I would be happy with a 5-cent profit. Like, because Warren Buffett said, you'll never go broke taking a profit. And I still live by that mentality, quite frankly. So like, if it's moving up, like, yeah, because not everything's gonna be a home run.
Sometimes you got to hit the single.
Yeah. So if you're not taking an L, then I'm doing it again.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
Wow. So you yeah, that is. So you'll throw back in it even as long as it's not an L.
Yeah.
That's interesting, actually. Yeah, because I've heard different mentalities about that, to where if it is, a smaller number, that 1%, 2%, 3%, a lot of people don't even bother with it.
Yeah. It's more like time now, where if I'm making 1% or whatever, I might not give you my time. I might throw a couple bucks at it and see if it works.
Yeah.
But I'm not investing too much time.
That makes sense.
A small return.
Yeah. Yeah. So Kory, what is your style in terms of leading people, managing people, overseeing this huge $1 million business? What's your style in how you lead, how you govern people?
Yep. I'm known for this when I hire people. And it's basically, I want to give people as much freedom as possible.
Okay.
That's my MO, is like, look, I get it. You got a life. You got a life outside of work.
Yeah.
Way bigger life outside of work than what this little job I got for you.
True.
They got families and kids, and all that stuff matters way more. And I get it. So you need a day off? Cool. You need a week off? Cool. Like, very lenient when it comes to work-life balance. Everybody I got works from home for me. I got 35 employees. 100% of them work from home. Everybody's remote.
Never have to go in.
Nope. I mean, it used to be, they'd be
Right.
going in, but ever since we had to scale, and like nobody's coming in anymore.
Wow.
So I got people in Texas and Montana and Florida and various other places, Virginia. And like, good people, they want to be left alone.
Yeah, you don't
It's
have
just
to.
like,
Yeah.
yo, give me the goal.
Yeah.
Give me the goal.
Yep.
Let me get out of my way and just check in with me a couple times. Just make sure I'm doing it right. And that's how I was as a salesperson coming up. Like, I hated going to little weekly meetings.
Yeah.
And just like, just
You didn't need to be
get
bothered.
me on the sales floor. Let me do my job. And if I want to go home at 3, because I hit my goal, then let me go home at 3.
Yeah. Yeah.
I love that.
How do you measure? You said 35 people?
Yeah.
35, 36. How do you measure out of that 35, right? How do you measure if certain people, because certain people are better than others. Certain people are just going to hit certain numbers. How do you manage people that don't necessarily hit the numbers that you would like for them to hit?
Well, I'm constantly, so you're always going to have that 80-20 rule apply in your business.
Yep.
I've never been able to shake it.
Yep.
I've listened to Steve Jobs talk about how he only wants to hire like these super Excel players. I don't know how that's possible. In my experience, I've always just had, you got your cream of the crop that are always gonna, like, it's a lot harder to scale continuously trying to find these A+ people.
Yeah.
So as long as this one other person or this group of people is still making me money in their seat, I'm gonna do the best I can to like ramp them up another 5, get them a little bit better.
Yeah.
Do they need some training? Do they need better leads? Like, can I get them to make 10 more calls a day? Like, I'm gonna try and squeeze a little bit out of them. But at the end of the day, because they're a profit center, if they're making me a profit in their seat, what I spend on them in leads, what I spend on them in salary, and what I get in return at the end of the year, if I'm still making some money on you, like, I'm cool with it.
True. That's fair.
Yeah.
Not to tip your hand to your competition, but what have you seen as the most effective marketing strategies? Because you do a lot, or at least it seems, and you try stuff. So what have you seen be good old faithful, consistent, year in and year out?
There's been 2 in the insurance space that's been the most consistent. You've got snail mail,
Snail mail, okay.
Snail mail still works. And then internet leads. So a lot of people, obviously millennials and younger, like they start their insurance search online.
Yeah. Yep.
But like you alluded to earlier, they start reading this complex terminology.
Totally.
And they're like, screw it. I'm sticking with what I got. But you can actually buy that data and call them up and say, hey, I saw you started a search. I'm a licensed insurance agent. Let me take a swing at it. And they're like, oh, thank God. And then you take a swing at it, and then you can dumb it down for them and hopefully save them a few bucks.
Yeah.
You built some rapport. So internet leads is huge in my space. And then mail is another one where those people, if they, like, when they call your office, you couldn't ask for a better lead than someone that stopped what they were doing
To call you.
Or text you. Like usually you're calling them and trying to disrupt their day.
Yep.
But in this case, with mail, they're calling you, or you can do your own advertising online. It works the same way, meta advertising. Get them to stop what they're doing to call you or start texting you. That's a high intent prospect.
I see. Yeah. Yeah, they pretty much come in hot already.
Yeah. They are ready to have that conversation for an hour with you.
Okay.
So they stop what they were doing to call you.
I see. Yeah. Now the internet leads, how does that work? Is this based on somebody searching for anything around insurance and you capture those people that did some type of search?
Yes. And I've tried doing it myself, paying for Google stuff myself, paying for Meta stuff myself. It works. You get a lot of volume, but I have found that there's companies that are just doing a better job than me, so I can just pay them for the lead.
Oh, I see. Okay.
They already know what keywords work the best, at what time, at blah, blah, blah. And they charge me a little bit off top, and I get the data exclusively just like it was mine.
Wow.
Yeah.
And then you reach straight out to the...
Yeah, so I give it to my reps, and they call, text, email, all of them.
Wow. That's pretty fiery, yeah. Now, in terms of design, in terms of marketing, do you see value in it has to be catchy or... eye-grabbing?
Yeah.
It does, okay.
I do. In mail specifically, that I listened to a book called The No BS Guide to Direct Marketing.
Okay, yep.
And my takeaway was, you're not this Fortune 500 company, you're a small business owner. So don't come with messaging that's like, hi, we're here when you need us most. We're in your backyard. There's no call to action. So instead you got to be real direct. Like, boom, what's your pain point?
Yep.
Make it evident, like, oh, that applies to me.
Yeah.
And then call to action. And then another call to act. Like, you got to ask for the call to action 3 times in your ad. So that's what my mail piece looks like. You got it once or twice, right?
Yeah.
Like
more than once.
Ready for you to call me, bro.
Hello.
I got one of your guys did call me.
Yeah.
I did talk to one of your guys. Yeah.
I think Frank. I think I gave you Frank.
It might have been. Yeah, it might have been Frank. Yeah.
I thought you guys would get along, so I picked him specifically for you.
I know, right? So let me put him on the side. That's crazy. All right, I'm gonna let you get out of here with this one. Tell me about self-development. What books are you reading? What books do you recommend for people that are interested in growing, learning, developing, becoming owners, bosses, all that kind of stuff? What do you recommend?
I got so many of them. I want to go through my phone here.
You can if you want to, or if you want to rattle off your top 3.
I try to listen to a book a month. I don't read them. I usually listen to them in the car.
Yep.
And there's been just so many critical ones over the years. So let me look.
Okay. All right. Give me your top 3 if you can. Yep.
They've changed over the years because got it. Okay. Like recently, I'm into like more structural type books, how to like buy back your time.
Oh, okay. Got it. Okay.
I mean, that's a clutch one, but I don't think you should be listening to that book as a fresh salesperson or as a fresh business owner.
Oh, I see.
Like as a fresh business owner, you're in grind mode. You're not buying back your time. So, but that was like one of the pivotal books I listened to a couple of years ago.
Yep.
They got me moving people into management where I was the bottleneck, and I gave the job to someone else, and shit blew up.
Okay, got it. Okay. If you're new in the space, or if you're just getting started out, anything comes to mind for that particular person?
Yeah, well, the Little Red Book of Selling.
Oh, the little, but
like, you got to put that up.
Uh-huh.
I mean, and then all the classics like How to Win Friends and Influence People.
Yep, totally. Yep.
I forgot all the other ones. I've listened to all of them.
Okay.
If we're going a little more niche, to teach like sales, just straight up sales, people that are that need to come out of their shell and get into sales. There was a book by Ryan Serhant, his very first one. He was on $1 Million Listing. He's got his own show on Netflix now.
Wow.
But he was a shy type dude that got into real estate, and he talks about how he got out of his shell. There was another one by Frederick Eklund, who was a co-star of his. Like, they wrote 2 really good books. They were actually like perfect in timing in my part of life. Very entertaining books to listen to.
Yeah,
too.
true. Yeah.
What else we got? I'm gonna give you some good ones. Hold on.
Okay.
Never Split the Difference by Chris Voss was a good one. It's about negotiating.
Okay. Yep. Never Split the Difference. I like that one. Okay. Little Red Book, Buy Back Your Time. Okay. Give me one more for the road.
You can't go wrong with Rich Dad, Poor Dad.
Oh, yes. Classic. Yeah. Classic.
That's part of the reason I got into real estate too. Like, I listened to that. My dad made me listen to that book in high school.
Yep.
And you start understanding like long-term wealth, and real estate was one of the.
True.
Grant Cardone, you guys ever heard of him?
I like Grant. Yeah. He's the 10X.
Yeah. That book, the 10X Rule.
Yeah. 10X Rule. Okay. Yeah.
Or actually, the one that I like the most of his is If You're Not First, You're Last.
Oh, yeah. Okay. All right.
So you got that one.
Got it. Yep.
Spam call.
Yeah. We all get them. Yeah.
Yo, this one is really good. It's called The Formula.
Okay.
And it was like a science project. It's been 5 years since I listened to it, but it was good. It was like a science project they did about how successful people, like, what traits do they have? And I just remember some of it is just by association. When you're just around Tiger Woods, or you associate his name with your stuff. So if you can just get somebody's name, there's all kinds of like little tricks like that about blowing your business
that's
up.
pretty cool.
That was a solid book.
Okay. Yeah. Man, Kory, this has been great, man. I can do this all day. You've always been so inspiring and somebody that I always look up to. I just think you're a phenomenal human, and you just got this trait and character about you I just think is just through the roof and absolutely amazing. Your wife, Lindsay, and so forth. And appreciate you taking the time, man, to come here and have this conversation.
It's my pleasure.
Man. Yeah, absolutely.
Love you guys.
Yeah, for sure.
Anytime.
Yeah,
Anytime.
appreciate you, brother. Absolutely. Thank you, man. Yep.